Running is boring. And if you feel that way, you're probably doing it right. Most people avoid running for one simple reason: it feels boring. No stimulations, no constant dopamine hits like your phone, no variety like sports or the gym, just running. And I used to think the same thing. But I'll say this super clearly: most people avoid running because they don't want to sit with their own thoughts. And that's the uncomfortable part, not the running. Because when you run, everything gets stripped away. There's no distractions, there's no scrolling, there's no noise, just you, your breathing, and whatever that's going on in your head. And if you are not used to that, it feels boring. But it's actually not the boredom, it's actually the silence. We are living in a world where you never have to sit in silence anymore. The moment you feel uncomfortable, you reach for your phone. The moment your mind starts to wander, you distract yourself with something. You can go an entire day without being alone with your own thoughts. And I think that is exactly the problem we're facing right now. Because without that space, there is no clarity. There are still a lot of runs where I feel bored the entire time, like genuinely bored. I was thinking, how much longer do I have left? Why does it feel so slow? Can I stop early today? And there's nothing to distract me from those thoughts. Sometimes there's no music on my head, there's no phone, there's no escape, just me dealing with it. But here's what I started noticing. After the run, every single time, something changes. I feel much clearer, not in a super dramatic way, but in a very, very practical way, everyday way. For example, any decisions that felt heavy before suddenly feel more simple. Things I have been procrastinating on, all of a sudden I want to do them. I just do them. My mind just feel more quiet and I don't overthink as much as I used to be. And because I run before work, I see it very, very directly. There are days where I can get 4 hours of work done in two, not because I worked harder, but because I'm much clearer. And that's only happened when I go through that boring run. And that's when I realized running was never just the running itself. And I'm going to emphasize one thing: the boredom is not the problem. It is actually the training that comes from the running. When you're running, you're training yourself to, number one, sit with discomfort. Number two, stay consistent without stimulations. And number three, focus without needing constant reward. And that's really rare from any other sports that you have. Because most people can only stay consistent when something is exciting. But if you stay consistent in something boring, you can absolutely stay consistent in anything. And that is exactly the reason why I kept running. Not because it's fun every time, not because it's exciting, but because of who I become when I keep showing up. More clear, more grounded, and more in control of my own thoughts. Running feels boring because it removes everything that usually distracts you. And that's exactly why it works. This is Felix, just figuring things out one run at a time. I'll see you on the next one.